Hi, and welcome to another tutorial for Unity character customization. In this video, I'll be showcasing the compatibility for character customization by Comfort Games with the climbing system by Dias Games. With the climbing system being one of the best solutions for climbing in the store, it's a wonderful character controller, and some players would like to be able to change their character in runtime, which is where character customization comes in. You'll be able to change your gender, change the appearance, and you'll be able to set it all up with different characters, not just Unity Chan and Kyle the Robot, but some of the top 3D asset characters in the Unity Asset Store. So the first thing we want to do is import the climbing system. The reason why we want to do this first is because it's a full project and it's going to change a lot of our settings. So you get this warning saying when you're importing a complete project, it'll override project settings. So you want to import that first. It'll also say that there's package dependencies, and if you want to install and upgrade them, so we'll do that as well. And we'll just wait for it to finish. Then we're going to get this import package, and you'll see everything is nicely inside Dias Games. And then this project settings, and these are going to have things like layers and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go and import that. We also want to import Cinemachine. Cinemachine, import it. So I encountered this error with the package manager cache that you may or may not see. This appears to be in the newer Dias package when upgrading. I didn't see it before. The recommendation is to go into the package manager under Unity registry, find package manager UI, and remove that. And that'll take care of our issues. Now we look at Cinemachine. I think we might need the post-processing package as well, so we're going to go ahead and install that. Alright, so we got version 3.11 of post-processing. Also on Cinemachine, version 2.6.9, the verified. Over in the assets folder, we're going to go into Cinemachine post FX and we're going to delete this. Hopefully that takes care of our error. Alright, here we go. So there's a little bit of dependencies and or troubleshooting that I had to go through, but this is because Dias uses Cinemachine and also needs post-processing and such. Clear that error, it's going to go away. So but this is great because Cinemachine is a really powerful camera solution for controllers, so it's great that they use it. The only thing is now you have to be wary of that. So for the most part, this should be all we need. Close Cinemachine, we can look at Dias, and we're going to look at the example scene. So third person scene, we're going to open it. So the very first thing we want to do is, before we even involve character customization, we want to be sure that the Dias system is working. Actually, we want to go climbing. There should be a climbing scene here. There we go. So this is the climbing demo, climbing level demo, and this is perfect to make sure that we know everything is working. So you'll see the character climbing and jumping and all that stuff. We'll just approach a ledge just to be absolutely certain. Here we go. The character's climbing. Back over in the package manager, we're going to find character customization. This won't be in the Unity registry, it'll be in your assets. So find character customization, we're going to import that next. It's nice all in one folder. So as a reminder, step one, we want to make sure Dias works. We want to make sure that it works with example scenes all by itself before we're even dealing with character customization. Once we know that works, and once we have character customization, I'm going to go into character customization, the system, the scenes. We're going to our game scene. Now we want to see and make sure that character customization is working. So again, we hit play, we'll hit customize. We forgot to add all the scenes, so let's do that real quick. I'm going to go into build settings. We're going to add game, gender, male, female. Those are in. Now back over and play. There's no character because there's no save, so we hit customize male. Here's our Kyle character. And we can see our different options. Let's just go and hit save, hit done. Now we've created a save, we've saved Kyle as our character. When we stop and we play again, we're going to have Kyle. But now what we want to do is we want Kyle to become our character in the climbing system. So we want character customization to go in there. So back over in our climbing demo, the first thing we can do is we can rename this game scene old. We'll copy the name of this scene. Renamed, it's going to ask to reload climbing level demo. So what we're going to do is we're going to go File, Save As, back in Character Customization, System, Scene. We're going to save it as the game scene. So now we have this in our character customization scene. And what we want to do is we want to add the UI from the old scene. So we're going to go into old. We're going to find our canvas. We're going to copy the canvas and the event system. Actually, there might already be an event system. Let's see if we even need to do that. Yeah, there's already an event system for UI, so we don't need that. We're just going to paste this in. So now you can see you get this customize and select gender buttons. Now you might want to position them slightly differently in case you don't want it to obstruct the HP or something, and you can always do that by just going into the view here and pulling these up or down. You might want to also pick a nicer aspect ratio for the purpose of seeing everything in action. So hit save. Now there's one other thing we need to do, because right now it's using this character, and instead of using this character we want to use Kyle or whatever other character you configure with the climbing system, whether it's a Kwang Fan character or Andrew Yuha character or Ida's character or anybody else's character. So Dice Games has a character already, this climbing character. We're going to turn this climbing character off. Then we're going to take a base character from character customization. Our default's Kyle's base, and drag it into the scene as an instance. We're going to go prefabs, unpack it completely. You want to set the position of our Kyle base to be the position. We're going to copy the position from the climbing character, and we're going to paste it in here. Paste position. So now Kyle's located in the same spot. Next we're going to go into Dice Games, Climbing System, Build Climbing Character. Drag it in, Build Character. You'll see all the bone references coming in here. We're going to do flip forward, flip backward. This is covered in the documentation for Dice Climbing Games. Hit Create. Another character is there. Now we have this state-driven camera, and it needs a follow transform and a look at transform. We'll just set these to Kyle. Now if we hit play, it should be using Kyle. Here is Kyle. And you might be thinking, well, how's that different from just taking Kyle without character customization, drag it in? But here's the difference. Now we're going to go customize. We're going to change Kyle. We're going to unlock, discover all this stuff. Let's go and give him some, nicer arms and legs. We're going to hit save. We're going to hit done. Now we have Kyle with spikes. And he's working in the climbing system. So now you might be thinking, well, that's great, but I only have Kyle. What happens if I want a female character like Unity-chan? Because right now if I select gender, I'm not going to get Unity-chan. And so for that, what we're going to do is we're going to have to create another character with a character builder for Unity Chen. So we'll find our female builder, character builder female. We're going to unpack it completely. Again, we're going to go DIAS Games, climbing system, build climbing character, take Unity Chen, build character, flip on, flip off, create. Now we have this male and this female base. So these were our old ones, our old bases. The reason why they were old is because they didn't have any of the setup needed for the climbing system that these two instances now have. So that's why I'm renaming the old female and the old male, just so we don't get them confused. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our new female, turn it into a prefab, and our new male, turn that into a prefab. Great, now we have both of these. Now if we hit the scene, save, we can also go over into our old game, and the old game has a spawner. So I'm going to copy that over, go into the new game scene, paste the spawner. Now we want to copy the position of the builder here, and we're going to hit paste. So now we have the spawner here. Now the spawner, we don't need these characters anymore. We're going to delete them. The spawner is going to be referencing our new male and our new female. Male, female. Now, we also need to do that for our other scenes. Let's go into the male scene. Spawner is going to reference female, male. These are the new ones with the DIAS components. We're going to go to the female scene, hit save here. Again with the spawner. Go back over here, female and male. Hit save. Come back into the game. We're going to hit play. Now let's see what happens. So here we have Robot Kyle. Now what happens if we select gender and we go female? Now we can build up Unity Chen. Get our body built. Make all kinds of changes. I'm gonna hit save. I'm gonna hit done. And there's Unity Chen. Forgot to give her hair, but we can do that later. Select gender, go male. Remember to save. Hit done. Now we have Kyle. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make a small modification to our character spawning script. So character spawning. If we look over into our character spawning script, we need a reference to Cinemachine state driven camera. So we'll make a public variable for it. Cinemachine state driven camera. Cinemachine state driven camera. We're going to need to use Cinemachine in our using. And there we go. So now we're going to have a reference to this camera. Dot follow equals, and we want to make a transform that's going to be camera target equals object.find. What we're looking for is something called camera track pose. Now when you have one character, it'll be totally fine to do this find. It's not the best. You can access it in a nicer manner if you'd like, but this is just for proof of concept. So we're going to find the object of, it'll give us a game object. Camera target. and then our follow becomes camera target dot transform. Now similarly, we need the cinemachine to also look at, and our look at is going to be the same, camera dot target. Finally, our cinemachine state driven camera. So we can exit out of here. Now we have a component, the animator component, and we know that a state-driven camera is looking for animated target. Back over in our script, animated target equals. So similarly, we're going to do, see, we can't look for camera target because camera target will be this object, and what we need to do is get at the character. So what we can do is we have the character here, they're instantiated, but there's multiple conditions. So what we'll do is we'll pull this declaration out of here at the top. Now this is a significant alteration to the character spawning script, so you're going to end up with deviation from character customization's feature updates. So you might be weary of this disparity and have to adjust accordingly. So just keep that in mind. Hopefully I'll make this part of the package going forward, but if you're eager to use DIAS system with character customization right now, this is what you can do. Now we want to get this object dot get component animator. We have to assign it initially, and what we're going to do is just, in the event that nothing happens, if it's not null, just so we're not getting some crazy error. Alright, so now what we're basically doing is we're assigning 3 things to our cinemachine driven camera after we've spawned our male or female character. Let's go back in the demo, game, and we're going to hit play. So as you can see, the camera should be correct now. There's one thing we forgot to do. We never referenced our cinemachine driven camera by the spawner. So over in here, we're going to do cinemachine state driven camera. We're going to hit save. There's one more thing we need to do. Because the spawner is used in other scenes besides game, it's also used in male and female. And in those cases, we're not going to have this cinemachine driven camera. So all of these things that we're doing, we should only be doing if it's not null. So if it's not null, all of this logic is going to happen. That's it, save. Reloading assemblies, and we're going to hit play. Alright, and now you can see the camera is nicely following Kyle as Kyle is doing all of his stuff. I like to go right up to the green to make sure he's climbing. Now what you'll notice is when you make a modification, you select gender and you go to female. And let's decide to give Unity Chan some hair. Save, hit done. Now you respawn right back at the start here. That's because the spawner is located here, and the spawner isn't tracking the position of your character. Right. So Unity Chan's working with her blue outfit. Now, if instead of the blue outfit we want to customize her, and we want to give her the orange outfit, set her top orange, hit save, hit done, and there, Unity Chan now has an orange top. Because I deleted some of the UI errors that were happening, you might see these tips coming up in DIAS climbing system, and it's just white squares, but that's easy to address. The main thing here is that now we can use the DIAS climbing system, and at the same time we're also able to modify our character's gender, our character's looks, and it all works within the system. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. For more information, please check out the documentation for character customization, and also check out the other tutorials where you can integrate different characters to use instead of just Unity, Chan, and Kyle, things like Kwang Fan's characters. Hope you found this tutorial useful. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy character customization.